Welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the Cascadia Chronicles. In this thrilling second episode, we embark on a journey of uncharted horizons, expanding our transport empire across the picturesque region of Cascadia. Our previous successes have laid the foundation for grander ambitions, as we face new challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Before we start today's episode, I need you all to really pay attention just for a few seconds. I have two really important things to say. The most important thing I need to say is about YouTube. Usually, once I've launched a video, YouTube does a really good job of pushing it out to thousands of potential viewers. However, on the last episode of Transport Fever 2, YouTube only pushed it out to 130 potential viewers. I need you guys to subscribe and hit the bell icon to make sure that you don't miss out the next time I publish a video. The second thing I need to say is less important, but for me is quite a great achievement actually. At the time of recording this video, I'm sat at 999 subscribers. My channel tends to grow at a couple of subscribers per day, so by the time this video comes out, it's likely I'll already be past 1,000 subscribers. And I just wanted to say thank you. It really does mean the absolute world to me. So thank you all for your support, and without any further ado, let's get into today's episode. In today's episode, we're going to be making use of this meat processing plant. We're actually going to now bring the meat all the way up this river, all the way up here to Willinghall, because Willinghall has a food processing plant. And in the food processing plant, we can take one meat and convert it into two food. The ratio is not as great as it looks though, because down here at the fishery, we actually need two fish to make one meat. So it kind of balances out, guys. So don't get ahead of yourselves here. But once we've got the meat up here to the food processing plant, we've got the food being processed. We're then going to bring the food back down the river and is going to come into Bournemwood that needs food. From Bournemwood, the boats are then going to go back over to the meat processing plant where the cycle will start again. Once we've got food at Bournemwood and we're producing more food than Bournemwood can eat, we'll start to use the bricks line to bring food up here to South Shield, because South Shields needs food too, turns out. But I think that gives us a really good foundation to start. The first thing we're going to need to do is set up some harbours. Now, we do already have a harbour set up here in Huntington Meat Processing Plant. I've actually put in a large cargo harbour there, but it does come with some issues because I'm not 100% I'll be able to get the large ships up this river. So that could be an issue. I've placed this cargo harbour and I'm just about done here, but I just need to get this road to connect. Is that now connected? If I click on it, oh, I don't think it is, you know. That is no good. It's too far away. Maybe if I connect the road up to here. I think it needs to be connected to there. Now does it connect? It does. Okay, we have a connection. Now everything else already has a cargo harbour set up. So we should be pretty good to go now. And we should just be able to click on new lines and create a line from there up to here. If I can click it. Oh, yep, it's clicked. And then down to here. Okay. Line done. That was simple. Now, the next thing I need to do is name my line. What am I going to call this? I guess I'll call this meat. Oh, we'll use the B for boat and then meat processing or meat to food. Meat to food sounds better. There we go. At Huntingdon, we're going to be picking up... I hate the names on this map, by the way. I really struggle to pronounce them. We're going to be picking up meat there and we're going to be picking it up full loads. At Willinghall, we're going to... be dropping off meat and picking up food, but we're not going to be picking up full loads. At Bournemwood, we're just going to be dropping off food. Okay, there's that line done. The only other thing we need to do now is create a line that goes from here over to there to drop the food off in the town. And to do that, we'll use a road again. And we'll go... I don't know the best way to do this. Maybe I'll use a city street, because eventually I expect the city to expand in this general direction. So we'll do something like... Oh, let's do a coastal path. That'll be cool. Yeah, let's come down along this coast. I'm spending more money than I should, but I think it will prove to be quite a nice little route for the future. Future us will thank me for this. So I'm going to bring this road across. I guess I'll bring it further down here, actually. And then we'll bring it across here. And then from there, we'll just come around. So we'll do this. And we'll connect those roads up, just like that. There we go. So we've got a connection now into the city this way. I do hope that the city does expand in this general direction. I think that would be really cool. I'm going to need a station here because it won't link to that one. It's too far away. So we're going to need a station here to drop the bread, the food off to. I'll keep calling it bread for the majority of this episode, by the way, guys. So get used to that. We're going to make this a little bit longer. I'm being a little bit more liberal with my funds, aren't I? I do need to slow this down a little bit. I'm just thinking as well, these boats are going to be carrying, well, could potentially be carrying quite large volumes. So I'll put one of those in as well. And now we need a horse and cart to go from there and take food into Bournemouth. I think we do have a stop set up. Where is it? Is it here? I think that's the stop. Yeah, that's the stop. So we've got a stop set up here. There we go. In a location where we can access the food. But actually, looking at this, I think it's probably better if we put another one in over here. I think this would be beneficial because it can reach everything and it's a shorter route. Okay, so let's set up that line. We're going to go from that truck stop over to that truck station. And we're going to call this Alpha Lorry Bournemouth. It's a hell of a name. Bournemouth Food. And we're just going to be picking up food and unloading food. So that should be really simple. I guess we'll pick up full loads at that station, and then at this station it's going to be unload everything. Why unload people? I don't... Oh, have I put the wrong thing in? Yes, I definitely have. Okay, let's try that again. So let's take that one off, and we're going to put this stop in. There we go. That's better. Will that line still be there now? Yes, it will. Kind of. I'll just do add a station, and there we go. And now we're unloading. Right, so that's working. I'm going to need to get boats on this line to see if this line actually works first. So where's our shipping yard? I think it's actually over here right next to the line. We'll get 4 boats then, and we'll send all of those up to the meat. There we go, on the meat line. Now that we've done that, it's basically just a waiting game, waiting for the boats to get from Huntingdon meat processing plant all the way up to Willenhall. So bear with me. I'll be right back in, well, for you guys, it'll be almost immediately. But for me, it'll be probably a few minutes. The first boat just reached there and it made a profit of about, I think it was like 150. Yeah, 150,000 for that trip. But it does take like 2 years to get there. So that's something that we need to factor in. So it cost us 75,000 per year to make us 150,000 when it got there. And actually made a little bit of a loss that year as well. So 275s make 150 and plus 31, so that's 180,000 it cost us, and we only made 157,000. So the maths there doesn't really add up until you take into account that these boats are actually only coming up here with half loads. And once you've taken that into account and you think, oh, well, actually half load, that's not so bad. It really isn't, because it's going to take us about, you know, potentially 150,000 to get up here, maybe 180,000 to get up here. But with a full load, we'll probably be making about 300,000, which that would be breaking even if on the way back we were going straight to the meat processing plant. But because on the way back we're going to Bournemouth and dropping off food, we're going to be coming back with a load as well. So let's say we make like another 100,000 there. Well, we're now 100,000 up on this line every year. So, well, every boat. So that should potentially, if I've done my maths correctly, and I have used a little bit of guesswork, that should start making us money. But it will take us a while to realise that potential, because right now we don't even actually have a line set up. And I've just realised that, and that was a really stupid mistake that I've just made. I need vehicles. Oh no. I'm glad that I noticed that while I was speaking to you guys. So I'm going to need, like, let's just say 5. Don't need too many for this. And I need those on that Bournemouth food line. Otherwise, these guys are not going to get food coming back because there'll be no one for this factory to process food for. Oh, I'm such a dummy. Yeah, because they're leaving with no food. Hopefully, though, this guy will come back with some food on board. And now they do have some stored. So we've started to get a stockpile. So, I mean, I suppose that's good. While we're waiting for that food line to sort of realise its potential, we do have a bit of an issue here. Well, I say a bit, like a really large issue here in South Shields. There's so much traffic coming up and down this street from my vehicles, to be fair, and it's not doing anything for this town. That's so much congestion. I think I'm going to need to create a roundabout here. So let's do that together. We're going to grab streets. We're going to grab this one. Have I got one-way roads, though? I don't think I do. If I go across... Oh, we don't have the one-way streets yet. Yeah, we've got that. That's not going to work. Oh, hang on. Wait. Can we change a street to one-way? No. What's this? Player ownership and tram track. Damn it. Okay. Oh, hang on. Waypoint. Is this one way? Oh, no. It's just a regular waypoint. Oh, I really need to create a roundabout or something here, but there's just no way for me to do it. So we've got a lot of vehicles coming down here. So some of these are my vehicles and some of those are my vehicles. I wonder how I can make this better. Where is my truck stop? That's probably a good start. So if I click on this one... Oh, let's just bring up my stations. Here we go. If I click on that and get stations, I think it's that one. There we go. Alright, so I've got a truck stop there. And what does that truck stop supply? That's supplying bricks and tools. So if I open this, I can see where the bricks and tools actually are. Okay, so I could actually have the tools line somewhere over here and the bricks line over here. That might work potentially. I'm not sure. Okay, so if we let's just try this out. Let's move the bricks line up here so that we haven't got them waiting immediately after this corner, and let's put the tool line over here. So we're just taking as much traffic away from here as possible, right? So if I click on the bricks line, and I'm going to click Manage Line, and after King Street, I'm going to add a station for here, which is going to be just a drop-off station, and then I'm just going to delete that, and that should work. Now, I don't want them coming back down that way if I can help it, though. So what I'm going to do then is I'm actually going to grab that waypoint tool that I just had, and I'm going to do a waypoint that's going to bring them down this way. So they'll come back down this street. And if I do it there, just to make sure that they go the right way. So when I open this line now, I can click to add a station after Church Street. And I'm going to click on this waypoint. And then, because I don't want them coming back down this street, I'm going to click on this waypoint. And then they're going to join over here. So that's going to take a load of traffic off this junction here. The next line I need to move is going to be the tool line. So if I click on that station, I can bring up the tool line. And they actually even come past here in the first place. So what I could do, what they'll actually start doing now probably, is coming... I should have put it on the other side of the road. I might do that. I'll do that before I start. So I'll get the building again. I'll put it on this side of the road. I'll delete this one. What I'm going to do now to stop these from coming around this way, I'm going to grab that route, wherever it just went, this one, and I'm going to have it, when it links up to this, I think it'll come down here and should come up around this way. So we'll do add a station, we'll add the stop there, and then we'll, yes, there we go. I'm hoping now, by keeping those lines completely separate, that this junction is going to become a lot easier to navigate. I'm also going to just delete that altogether because I don't want this being used in the future. It's not a good place to have a stop right after a main junction, right in the middle of the street. Look at that. That's amazing. It's already just way better. By the way, South Shields is absolutely bustling. It's growing into a huge city, guys. Look at this. For 1850s, this is like pretty good going. There's people everywhere. There's cars and lorries and Well, not cars. There's horses. There's horses everywhere. Is this junction okay now? Because this junction is going to see a lot of traffic. And also this junction is probably going to see a lot of traffic up here. Looks fine, though. All of them look fine. This street is not busy. And this street is not busy. Alright, it's been a little while, hasn't it? So let's go and check on this meat to food line. So we've just dropped off a full load. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the money. And then they're picking up not even half a load. That's not so good. Is it? Oh, it's because, though, there's not enough coming up here. We just need to up the boats. If we up the boats, we should be fine. There's 18 food waiting already. And, yeah, this is just going to keep producing. Because it's two for every... no, one for every 2 bread. So this should start getting pumping out. Yeah, so 31 on there so far. Is this a full load? Yep, that's a full load. Is this a full load? Yep. Yep, okay. This is all... Yeah, this is going great. Perfect. I just don't think we've had any food come in here yet. Yeah, because they don't know what they're picking up. So no food's got to this... Oh, no, it has. We have had food get to Bournemouth. Only 1 trailer. We've had 4 food get to Bournemouth. That's fine. It's doing something, though. What's this factory looking like? Oh, we are out of fish at this factory. That's a bit of an issue. We're not getting enough. We're only getting 50% transport from that fishery. So we could up that. We need 400. How much can this fishery produce? This fishery can produce 600. So we need more boats on this line to bring more fish. But then the problem there then is the logs. How much logs have we got? I mean, this is producing a load as well. How much we get? Only 60%. Oh, so we can up this line. We can get more vehicles on this line and that should help us. What if I just like double it? Is that like... I mean, have I got enough money to double it? Probably not. What if I do like another 5 vehicles? 6. Let's try 6. Nope, too many. 5. Too many. Okay, 4. Too many, damn it. 3. No. 2. There we go, we had enough for 2. Oh, have we got enough for another 1? No, still not. Okay, well, we got another 2 anyway, so that's something. So we're getting a bottleneck on this line, and we just need more money. That's the only thing that we're going to have to sort of work on is acquiring more money, which I can do. We have our very first boat arriving very shortly at Bournemouth Harbour with a full load, guys. So this will be very interesting. How much are we going to make off this? Let's see. Oh, it doesn't say there. Oh, here we go. We made 310,000 this year. I didn't see what it was off that particular thing. It's because I've got this turned off, haven't I? I need to stop turning this off. How frustrating. But we've made... Okay, so we've made 300,000 and 300,000 that year. So each boat is making about 600,000 per trip. And it's going to cost us... Let's say... Well, it looks like it last dropped off in that year there. So it's taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 years of earning spending 75,000, which means I think we're making a profit because 6 times 75 is like 450. So we're making like 150 profit there. So that's actually really good. Yeah, that boat's making us some money. Is there another one coming in? It looks like there is. This one's not quite as full, which is fine. That's fine. I don't mind. Now I've got my thing on. So this one, I wish this was full so I could see how much a full load is, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be about 300,000 for a full load, so this will be about 200-ish. Yep, 261,000. Yeah, that's okay. I can live with that. Now, what I think, because Bournemouth is going to start receiving its food, when this gets up to about 60-ish, I'm going to start sending food boats up to South Shields. And I might just piggyback off the brick line. Is the brick line full? It is. So that's an issue. Consumers, and South Shield isn't even getting enough, so we need to up that brick line anyway. How many of these can I buy then? 3. Okay, we'll buy 3 of them and we'll put those on the tool to brick line. I feel like we're going to need more than that. Now we've got the food coming in, I think we're probably going to need like way more, but we'll just wait and see. Game's on full speed, but it feels like it's on slow motion at the moment because these boats just run so slowly. They're all going at 14 miles per hour. It's been a little while, and I'm still just waiting on money to basically buy more boats. That's the only thing that's going to speed this up, is more boats. And what I'm going to do, because I'm getting kind of fed up of things like... so if I look at South Shields, right? We've got this basically continuous loop of horse and carts that are ready to pick this up, but we're never getting rid of the logs because horse and carts just can't pick up enough stuff. And they can't move it fast enough. So I am actually going to start progressing the timeline. We're going to be moving at quarter speed. So we're going to be doing years in quarters. So if I look at my finances, this grid here, we'll notice there'll be, going forward, it'll be quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And that should be okay. We'll start going up in the years, and that will start helping us sort of get new vehicles, hopefully some new boats that can store a lot more stuff, but definitely some more, some different road transportation, because the horse and carts are just, they're just not cutting it really. I've let my money build up a little bit, and I've got a new line idea. So we're going to scrap the whole bricks line plus bread line and, trying to put them all, squeeze it all onto one boat and get it up over here to South Shields. We're going to get rid of that one because I just feel like, it's not going to do the job that we need it to do. But the issue we have then is if we've only got bread coming from here up to South Shields, but food I should say, well, it's not going to be profitable because it's only a one-way line and they don't tend to make money. But what we can do is we can bring food from Borehamwood up to South Shields. Then that food boat can come across here to the fishery, and from the fishery can take fish down to Borehamwood. And then what's going to happen is it's going to make the meat processing line a lot more efficient, because what I'm going to then do is get meat from the processing plant up to the food, then from the food down to Borehamwood. Then at Borehamwood, it's going to drop off the food, but it's going to pick up the fish that's just been brought there from the food line to South Shields. And then it's going to take the fish over here to the Huntington Food meat processing plant. And I just think that, well, basically it means that for every step of the food processing journey, there will be cargo on board the boats. But also it means that we'll be able to get food up to South Shields, and it will be more or less profitable. This journey is a little bit far, but I feel like we can squeeze it in, and that should produce us a bunch more cash. At least that's what I hope. So this is a very busy harbour, and as a result, I think I'm going to need to expand it before we do anything else. So let's get some cargo harbours in here. I'm going to expand that way, and then I think I'm actually going to expand there as well. So that's 1 million gone already, so I need to be really careful with this. I may even pause the game. Now I'm going to get some landing zones, so I'm going to get a large cargo harbour landing zone there. I'm then going to, I want to delete this here, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to get a landing zone there, but then I'm also going to get some small harbours, I'm guessing like off the back of this. Maybe I'll do like a large one. How am I going to do this? There. And then I'm going to get some small ones that I'm going to have stick out like that. And then I'm going to have some landing bits there. There we go. I think that looks really cool. It's outside of navigatable waters. Okay, so we can't do that. So we've got small docks there for the smaller boats, and then we've got the large docks here for if we ever have large boats come up and down here. But it just looks better, and it kind of just makes sense because this is going to become a very busy area. And now we're going to create a new line that I think is going to go on Terminal 2. So what we need to do is get rid of all of this junk that's on my screen. We're going to get our lines tool. We're going to do a new line. It's going to go from here. It's going to go up to South Shields, and it's going to drop off food. I didn't click on a bus station. Hang on. It's going to go up to South Shields, and it's going to drop off food. And then from South Shields, it's going to pick up fish. And then from the fishery, it's going to take it back to Borehamwood, which is fine. So at Borehamwood, we're dropping off fish, and we're loading up on food. And we're going to wait for full loads of food. At South Shields, we're dropping off food. At Rochdale Fishery, we're picking up fish. And we're going to actually pick up full loads of fish, because I think we'll probably have enough build up there in the meantime. Which line did that go on to? So terminal, so that was line 1. It went on to 5. I'm going to put that on to 2. We'll call this B, and we'll call it, oh, what does it need to be? South Shields Food? It's 2 words, isn't it? Yeah. So annoying. Food. Okay. So now that one's set up, we're going to do no, we're not going to do another line. we're going to click on our, let's see, our meat to food line. And at Borehamwood Port, we're going to be picking up fish. And then at Huntington, we're going to be dropping off that fish. I'm not going to bother waiting for full loads there because I don't know what it's going to be at. But it might be full loads anyway, so we might be okay with that. Right. That's the lines sorted. I can press play again now. I'm going to need to buy some boats in a second. Before I do, I need to then expand this area because I'm going to have, obviously, food come in here. Oh, we've actually got place here, so we can configure this. We're going to have food come in on that line there. So if we do a new line from there, it's going to come up into South Shields. Now, where does South Shields need food? I actually don't know. Buildings, they need it over here by the tools. So that's fine. Let's get line 1, manage line, add a station, pop that in over there. Yeah, that looks good. Now, I'm going to rename the line to South Shields food again. South Shields food. Yeah, rename the line that. We're going to pick up food and drop off food. All right, let's buy some horses for that line. We'll start with 5. We'll go conservative with this. Oh, and I do need to actually put them on the line, don't I? There we go. There's those horses on that line. And did it go to the right station? I hope it did. Terminals. No. Yes. Did it? Yes, it did. Okay. So that one's set up. And now I just need to buy some boats to put onto this line. Let's do... Okay, I'm going to do 3 to start with. So we're going to put those on the South Shields food line. Because and the reason I'm doing 3 is because I want to increase the number of boats on this line. I think. Yeah. So I've got space for 1 more, I think. Well, 2 more, hopefully. Have I got money for that? Yes, I have. Okay. So now we're up on... Oh, let's just do more. No, that's that's as much as we can do. Okay. I'm happy. I think that's going to work. Let's fast forward time. And I'll come back and show you if it actually works. I've been having some pretty substantial losses with cargo. And I think I found it. Look at this line. Absolutely crazy. Basically, there's a hold up here and it just backed up to this crossroads and yeah, just turned into an absolute mess. And it's still a mess. I think I'm going to have to change it so that this this line, it's the South Shields tool line. I'm going to have to make it so that they don't wait for full loads. Just for now. Yeah, it's just not working. We need them to be getting a move on. I think it's because there are some of our... Basically, these horses, they actually end up going through this whole thing over here. And it doesn't seem particularly logical, to be honest. So I'm just thinking of, like, different ways that I can do this. One of the ways I was thinking was just, you know, putting it so it comes straight up here. But then we've still got a problem with this crossroads in particular. But I wonder if maybe that'll solve our problem. So let's just try. We're going to do this. It's just going to come straight off here. If I can get it to. Probably something like that. And then it's going to go up here and join this road. I wonder if that will help. I hope it does. Because at the moment, this is just no good. I just noticed because I was looking at my finances, right? And my expenses are just... They've gone up quite a lot, and my profits had started sort of literally taking a lull. So see this trend here? We've got a downward trend of profit and kind of like a stagnation of expenses. So yeah, that was worrying me, but I think this was the source, and eventually this will work itself out, I hope. That's better. Look now, so we had this steady decline, you know, every other year it was taking an incremental step down. And now look at this. So from this year, we've just made profit. That's fantastic. The profit should continue to rise because what's going to happen now is... What was happening is this industry went all the way down to level 0. Now it's level 1. Potentially it could go up to level 2. We need to wait until these towns basically get more needs. And then it'll start shipping more to each of the towns, which will make this grow even more, which will mean we'll actually ship more, which will mean we'll make more money on it. I want to just double check now all of the lines that I've made this episode, just to make sure that everything is functioning as it should. And we'll start over here at the meat to food line. So, the meat to food, let's look at the finances on it. This is just on that ship, though. I want to look at the finances on the whole line. So if I do that, look at finances. And I made some changes on this line where I changed it so that now these guys pick up fish and bring them back here. And I think we can see that basically there used to be a couple of years where we'd make a huge profit and then a couple of years where we wouldn't. And now it's just steady. It's steadily making a good amount of profit every single year. That's just absolutely fantastic. Let's check the next line that we set up this episode, which was the bread to where was it to? The bread to South Shields line. So if we click on the line and then click on finances, right, this isn't doing so well. The reason it's not doing so well is because there's not a lot of bread, not a lot of food here waiting to go up to South Shields, unfortunately. So a huge part of the journey, there's nothing on it. Ultimately, which is bad. It's not great. Yeah, we have some years where it's doing fantastic, and most years, though, it's not doing very well at all. On the years where it doesn't make us money, it's only making us a small loss. So it's making 200k, it's losing 225k. I think we can live with that, because on the years where it does make us a lot of money, it makes us 400k and only loses us 200k. So it doubles the amount of money it makes every couple of years. So in the long run, I think this line is probably making us money. I think we've made really good progress. We've now got 11 mil in the bank that we can start using to improve the infrastructure and continue our progress in this game. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really appreciate all of your support. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.